actually the same train as I went on the very first Prague vlog. I'm sure it was the first or the second that I put it on, but I think it was the very first of the Prague vlogs. It may not have been, or I may not have called it a Prague vlog. I can't even remember now. It was 10 months ago. But saw a bit of this scenery of the Elbe. This is not the Elbe yet. This is still the Volta Via, if I remember rightly. Of course, that wasn't HD, and so you're seeing it better now. In all its beauty. A little bit over its bank, not much though. Don't know if you can see in the distance there, quite a sizable hill, really a mountain you might say. In due course we'll be getting towards that. This is Chropce. So there we go. You can see the old mountain over there. Stuck there, out there on its own. Well, it's not exactly on its own, there's quite a few beyond there as well. And there's some coming up here too, trying to shield off the reflection of the windows. And that's where it gets quite picturesque, so in a minute I'll have it back on again over there. Anyway, this is a Czasopis Zdarma from CD. Normally it costs £45, this Euro thing, but it's all part of the service. As you see, they've got an elephant which is extremely large in comparison to this small person, who only actually comes up to the elephant's knee, which is not the way I remember elephants from the last time I had dealings with them, but maybe it's a special person, or a special elephant, or a special couple of people, or maybe it's just photoshopped. It's probably more like it. So, in any event, this is interesting cover. I don't know what Jirka Kroti Monopoly means. Kroti, isn't that a turkey or something in Czech? Oh, I'm getting it muddled up with something else. There they are again. The man is definitely out of. I would have thought that the correct dimensions would be that the man would at least be able to reach up and pat the elephant on the top of the nose, you know, about twice as big the man should be, if not a little bit more, I don't know. I don't think that's the correct relationship at all. Well, this is obviously an interesting thing. They have things that will make you go straight to page 186 there. But I'm obviously not going to do something like that. You see, that's the usual thing. This elephant here, standing up on its legs, yeah? You can see that the relationship to the man, I believe that's more of a natural. This can't be where I'm going, can it? Hopefully not. No, I've got another half an hour. Anyway, I'm not going to go straight to page 86. There's another elephant, so there's plenty of elephants in this magazine. They seem to be obsessed with elephants in this magazine. So, and they're talking about this new generation of it's actually a Russian one by the looks of it, Lokomo Sky, but which is able to carry that whacking great big oil thingy out to where it needs it. But there's been some talk of airships being brought back in again. I was always wondering why they didn't do that. Odd things going on. That's an Arab there with a baby camel. That's actually a cross with a llama. Why anybody would do that, I don't know. I have to read about it. And now that's what they've got as the selling point of this magazine. They've got all these semi-naked ladies doing various funny things. I don't know what the point is of having that in a normal magazine. There's special magazines for that, but nevertheless, there they are. There's no shortage of them in this article. There's that one from the front again. Magazines are really trash though, aren't they? It's full of crap, really. I don't know why people still buy them, still produce them. You can get it all on the internet, you can get it all as PDFs. They seem to be there just to give people that want to write something to do. Anyway, never mind. We're off again. In any event, what you can say is this. You can say that the journey, this is Lovosice. It's interesting. That's interesting. That's Lovosice. This is another port. Anyhow, it's interesting that you can get from Hungary, from Budapest, early in the morning, and it sets off from Budapest, if I can get the plan back over again, it sets off from Budapest at 5:28 from Budapest Keleti Pálya Udvar. Then it gets all the way to Prague at the time when I got on, which was 12:30. Then it gets to Dresden at 3 o'clock, Berlin at just after 5 o'clock, or 20 past 5 at South Bahnhof. Then it gets up to Hamburg Hauptbahnhof for 1928, which is 7:30, which is 14 hours after it sets off. But it's covered, you know, like half of Europe. Really, that's a long, long way from Hamburg to. I mean, to drive that, if you were to try and drive from Budapest to Hamburg, I mean, if that was me doing it, I think it would take a good 18 to 20 hours. And the train does it in a comfortable 14 hours. With plenty of stops on the way. And I'm including quite a bit of motorway driving in that, by the way, because there are motorways on the way up the whole Czech Republic, all the way to... I would go, if I was going to drive it, I would go to Děčin, almost go up to Bratislava, go around the Bratislava bypass that there is now, and then go on up towards, the motorway, meet the motorway at Brno, and carry on up to Prague. Then I would take the road due north towards Dresden, that's not far from here as well. That would be the bit that would get a bit, this bit, the road near here would be a bit more time consuming. And then once you got onto Dresden, it would be all motorways again. So of that road, I think that you would be spending probably 3/4 of the journey, but 2/3 of the time would be on motorways. Now this is interesting. This is where it gets very interesting, the view. I think we've seen this before, but not on HD, so I'll take the chance to do it again. Those rocky outcrops are also train on the other side of it.
Ailelu, 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 mochani hor, stu moja, smedo jelen, Ailelu, mochrigo Mogresa moja, mogarda moja, mograga mohirna, mogra mohrist, mogra mohri, mogrer fatu ari ngloye. Ailelu, 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 mochani hor, stu moja, smedo jelen, Ailelu, mochrigo Mogresa gohuj, nivat huj, Mogresa dochri, istochloga, Mogresa dochrit, ispada dahit, Mogre mohalchev, monyat mori.
Oh, there are some pretty rides in Central Europe. I've seen the motorway at the shore of Lac Le Mans, going from Geneva through to Fribourg and all of that lot. Lausanne. And that's a pretty stunning journey on a road next to a lake. But this is no less beautiful in its own way. I think some things about Switzerland are a little bit over-imposing, whereas this is just really pleasant. It's not only extremely naturally beautiful, it's also approachable. you don't get the impression that you're with every step trespassing on the private property of some immensely rich person like you do in Switzerland. As I don't know what that castle's called, but I suppose I could look it up afterwards. It's quite imposing there on the rocks. It must be hard to get up to that one. It's a very good strategic defence, I imagine, in the past. Now we seem to have some hydro... Oh look, that's nice, look. That's making hydroelectric
Dámy a pánové, za několik minut
power.
zastavíme ve stanici Ústí nad Labem hlavní nádraží. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching station Ústí nad Labem hlavní nádraží.
So this is Ústí nad Labem. And mouth on the labia, no, the elba, the mouth on the elba, not the mouth on the labia. I must be thinking of something else. Inevitably the disused, entirely derelict factory there. It's the icon of the Czech Republic. They really could do with clearing up some of the junk that they keep next to natural beauty spots. I'm not saying that an industrial country can survive without having a bit of junk around, but they could at least keep it away from the best natural beauty spots like this. So, they had so much of it, they never really cared. So there we are. You're probably getting a bit of deja vu because I have filmed this before, but it was a different camera, it was a different light, so I'm not even sure I did that much of it, but I have to stop because otherwise I won't get it all on the film again, so I'll have to stop it when we get to the station. It takes all night, you know, to render a 20-minute HD film. It takes all night to do it, and it takes the best part of an afternoon for it to go up onto YouTube. So there we go. I'm going to go back into my own seat since we're at the station. So it's Ústí nad Labem. Next stop is Děčin.